Yeah. So hi everyone. Today we are going to start learning implementation of data structures and algorithms using Python. So first we need to understand what are data structures and algorithms and why it is a very important in programming. Suppose if you take any programming language, so why we are learning programming means what? To develop applications. To develop applications. So what is the purpose of application? Best example to understand very clearly, I'm taking the bank application because we are using in our daily life. What is the purpose of bank application means? It will do only two things. It will store account holders information. It will store account holders information. Second one, it will perform operations on information. That's it. First, it will store the information. After storing, it will do some operations on information. What are the data operations normally? Once you store, nothing but once you insert data, either you modify data or you retrieve the data. If you don't want, you will remove the data. That's all. After insertion of data, we perform these operations only. Data structures. Data structures means what? There are different data structures available to structure the data before store. So why? See, based on our convenience, we will select one data structure, and using that data structure, we store the information into the data. Sir, for example, I want to store single value. Simply, I want to store single value. Suppose age of the person. Age equals to 21. I'm using one simple variable to store the information. Sir, I want to store ages of 10 people. Ages of 10 people we store. So we store into array. It's like a side by side 10 people ages we will store. Sir, I want to store a record type information. Suppose if it is an array, what is the rule of array? Using array, we can store similar data, similar type of values, like all are integers, all are float values, all are double values, like this. And one more thing is what? Fixed size. We are learning Python. Why Python doesn't support arrays concept directly? Reason is very simple. Python is called a dynamic programming language. Python is a dynamic programming language. Memory creation and everything is a dynamic, depends on the values you are storing. But arrays concept is a static. Static means what? Is a fixed size. So that's why in Python, arrays concept is not there. Directly collections concept given. Collections means what? List. Or you can say that tuple. You can say that set. You can say that dictionary. All these are collections, just working like arrays only, but size is a dynamic size. Size is a dynamic size, is a one. But see, of course, directly Python is not supporting arrays, but indirectly, as an open source library, arrays they introduced in the form of NumPy. In the form of NumPy. So why in data processing concepts, like in data science, data engineering, wherever, why they are giving more priority to NumPy and pandas means what? Store the information in one-dimensional format, in two-dimensional, or in multi-dimensional. That's why open source libraries NumPy and pandas is nothing but arrays concept of Python. Directly, Python concept is not there. See, all these concepts for storing the data only. All the concepts for storing the data. Clearly, I want to store a piece of value. We simply say that go with the primitive type. Go with the primitive type. Suppose a value, store 10. Sir, I want to store fixed number of same type of values. Go with the array. Go with the array. This is fixed number of values, but same type of values. Sir, I want to store multiple values or different type. Different type means, let us take employee details I want to store. A very important one, class. Or simply we can say that object. It will store record type information. Record type. Simply classes I'll explain, don't worry, because this is important for us also. It's a class. Class suppose is an employee class, consider. It stores employee ID, employee name, employee salary. Like memory will be allocated just like an object. Just like an object, it's an address which contains the details, some ID and some name and salary. Suppose this one. Sir, I want to store list of objects, list of integers I want to store. No specific size. No specific size. You can store any number of elements. Any number of elements. It's a list of integers. List of integers. Sir, I want to store list of employee records. I want to store list of employee records. Is a one. Then like this. Suppose this is the list. This is the list. It stores objects. Is a first object, is a second object, is a third object, and is a fourth object. Is connected to this, is connected to this, is connected to this, and is connected to this. Is a one. This is simply to say list of employees. Here the data. How to create and all I'll explain, don't worry. Name, salary and all. If you know already all these things is good. Or we will discuss all these things. So The point is what? Why we are learning data structures is very, very important point. Every programming language mainly used to develop applications only. Every application main motto is storing the data is the first thing. After that, do operations on data. Do operations on data. If you see that main purpose, banking application, it stores customers' information. After storing the customer's information, it will perform operations on that information. Same banking, hospital management system, college management system, library management system, every application, Zomato, any e-commerce application, products information it will store, customers information it will store, food orders information it will store. Hospital means what? Patients information it will store. Right? College management system means students information. Library means textbooks and students information it will store. But whenever you are storing, the way you are storing is very, very important. The way we are storing is very, very important. These are few. These are few. Now here, as we are going to learn, we have given that collections types. If you know already well, what all the collection data types in Python, what all the collection data types in Python, they have given list, all are easy, tuple, set, dictionary. Four predefined collection types given, like a data structures given. Simple purpose, easily we can understand. When we can go with the list. Sir, we can use the list. We can use the list to store data with the duplicates also. With the duplicates also. First step is what? List. List allow duplicates. It is the first step. Second step is what? List is index based. Through index, we can perform the operations. You can perform the operations. Simply to say, get of 2, it will display that element which is in the second location. Remove of 2, it will remove that value in that second location. Hope you got it. And suppose if I want to modify, for example, into list of 2, I'm just modifying that list of 2 plus 5. Then 30 become 35. If they ask, tell me about list, the most important interview questions in Python interviews. List allow duplicates. List is index based. Duplicates normally when we use ages of 100 students. So definitely there should be a duplicate. So we go with the list. Sometimes I want to change that age. Yes, go with the list. So when we go with the tuple, same like list only. Same like list only. Suppose 10, 20, same duplicates allowed. Duplicates allowed. First point is allow duplicates. As the same story is index based. Then what is the difference? Main note is what? Cannot modify once you created. Cannot modify once you created. Sir, suppose If I'm giving like a tuple of 2 equal to tuple of 2 plus 5, it will give error. You cannot modify. Just store it and use it. Just store it and use it is a 1. Got it? Just store it and use it. Sir, set. Next one is a set. When we can go with the set? When we go with the set, here braces we use. Duplicates not allowed. Duplicates not allowed is a first step. And it's not index based. Directly element based. Not allowed duplicates. Sir, I want to store unique values only. Sir, employee IDs I want to store. Unique values only. Account numbers I want to store. Unique values only. It's not index based. You can't use index because data stores randomly. Data stores randomly. Is nothing but, suppose if you try to access get of 2, it will give error. Directly remove 30. Then it will remove that 30 value. Simply to say it's element based. It's a element based. Strictly duplicates not allowed, sir. Because I want to keep only unique values. I'm going to store unique values only. This is the case. And that next one is a dictionary. Next one is dictionary. Dictionary means what? Key value pairs it will store. Key value. Key value. Key value. Key value. Always key value pairs. Let us take same. Here it is. Store key value pairs. Keys must be unique. Keys must be unique. Duplicate values allowed. Values can be duplicated. Here it is key-based access. Key-based access means, listen. Key-based access means what? Suppose if I store employee ID and employee name. Again, employee ID and employee name. Again, employee ID. Employee IDs are always unique, so keys must be unique. Keys must be unique. Here it is 103. Same, I'm giving that name. Values can be duplicated because different employees can have the same name. But different employees has unique ID. Employees has unique ID. That is the one. Okay. And suppose get of, if you give 102, it's key based. It will give that Annie. Remove of 103. It will remove that. Remove 103 along with that Amar. Amar. The most important questions they will ask in Python about collections data types first. These are predefined data structures. After completion of this, as we start learning the data structures implementations, stacks, queues, linked list, trees, graphs, searching, sorting, everything. These 4 main questions: list, tuple, set, and dictionary. So based on this one, easily you can understand collection data types in Python. That is. And the next one is what? Next one, they will ask the questions. Do you know? Just NumPy and pandas they will ask. Let me give that simple. These are also working like a collection types only. These are also inbuilt data structures only, but it's easy. It's easy. Here it is simply one-dimensional array. One-dimensional array. Next one, we can create a 2D arrays. Next one, we can create that multi-dimensional arrays. Multi-dimensional arrays using NumPy. Using NumPy. One-dimensional means what? You know that like this. In a simple way, I'm explaining. Two-dimensional means what? You know that rows and columns. Rows and columns. That is. And that multi-dimensional means what? So normally, suppose if it is there, and we represent like this, and it is connecting from here, and it is connecting is the same, is connecting from here. It's like multi-dimensional arrays knowledge of C language or anything, C, C++. But they never ask the questions and all. Simply, can we create multi-dimensional arrays in Python means yes. It's the same story. Same story. In series or in pandas also. Series, a very, very important one is a data frame, and panel is there. Panel is the same. So what is a series? Exactly. It's like 1D array, one-dimensional array. But only the extra thing is what? With index values. Index it will maintain. That is only the extra. Same story. Is a 2D data, two-dimensional data. How can we store in pandas means what? With a data frame. 3D array or multi-dimensional array. How can we store means what? Data using panel. See, because these are the very important words in Python. Whenever they ask the questions, you should be ready to answer all these things. NumPy, pandas, what is the main purpose means? Why all these things coming in data structures means what? All these are used to store the data, but which are already predefined. Which are already predefined data structures. That is. Now, apart from this, now we are going to implement data structures like a stack to store the information. Stack. All operations I want to perform from only one end. That is from the top of the stack. Either you push the element or you pop the element, you insert or delete from the top. No, I want to create a queue. It's like a queue line where the people are inserting, the data inserting from the rear and the data is deleting from the front is called queue. And I just want to insert the data from both the ends in the same way. I want to delete the data from both the ends. Insert from rear, delete from rear. Here it is insert from front and delete from front. We are implementing with the double-ended queue called DQ. Next one, I want to store the information by linking the data. By linking the data is called linked list. As a different types of linked lists are there. Single linked list, double linked list, and circular linked list is there. We will discuss on as a linked list. And next one, I want to Store the information in the tree structure format. Is a binary search tree we will use. Binary search tree implementation, where one node is connected to maximum two nodes, two children. But if I want to connect one node to multiple nodes, it's like a graph. It's like a graph. Based on this, so many examples are there. You can connect a node to any other node. It's your wish. Any other node. If you want to travel from one place to another place, in how many ways you can go to, you can travel to that location that you can decide. It's a graph. This is called tree and this is called graph. These are also what? Storing the information in different formats. So all types of data structures, either existing data types or now what are the data types we are going to implement? Everything for storing the data in application. In application, everything is for storing that information. That is the main thing. Hope you guys understood.